All right, ladies and gentlemen. Holly Perkins is a certified strength and conditioning specialist with 20 years of experience, which I find hard to believe because she only looks 20. She's the author of Lift to Get Lean. Is Lift to Get Lean outside in the book? Okay, but you can probably get it online, right? Or in a bookstore. Lift to Get Lean. She's the founder of Women's Strength Nation and a regular contributor to many women's magazines. And she is going to do a workshop today, why strength training is critical to your health and how to do it effectively. So please help me welcome Holly Perkins.
Hi guys, how are you? All right, it's that mid-morning slump, so I have a little surprise for you. I would like you to set your bags to the side and stand up. I'm just gonna get you guys moving a little bit here, just to kind of get you waking up a little bit, bring the energy up, and I just want you guys to take a big inhale up over your head, and Ron, you can bring me some music if you have it. We're just gonna get you moving with a little fun jazz big band music. And then relax your hands down, and then inhale again up. Inhale up, and exhale, really reach up towards the sky. Don't hold your breath. Make sure you're taking short little breaths. Now drop your right hand. Inhale, exhale, reach up to the ceiling and lean to the side. Make sure you keep breathing. And inhale up. Exhale, other side, same thing. Reach up nice and tall, stretching out all the way down through your side, down into your legs. And relax. Bring your hands in front. You're going to interlock them just like that. Take a big inhale and scoop out. Inhale up. Exhale, bring them back behind you. Interlock your fingers and contract your back. Really open up through your chest. And relax. Here's what I want you to do. Turn around and face the back of your chair. Put your hand on the back of your chair. And then bring your heel up towards your hips. And you're going to stretch the front of your thighs. So you're going to bring your right heel up. Okay, yep. And you're going to grab your heel like this. Ron, I'm okay back here, yeah? I'm okay back here? Perfect. So grab your heel just like that. You can even put it on the back of the chair that's behind you. Good job. And just hold and relax. We're going to stretch through the front of the thighs a little bit. And just relax into it. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing. So now your left leg. Use your left hand to grab a hold, or just put it on the back of that seat behind you. You guys had no idea you were going to get a little exercise too. You thought I was just going to talk to you all morning. No, you don't get off that easy. And go ahead and relax. Turn around back to the front. And separate your feet kind of wide. Let's say 3 or 4 feet. And then what I want you to do is just shift your weight side to side. So literally just shift your weight side to side. Let those knees bend a little bit. So I work with a really prominent doctor, and she says, move every part of your body, every day, every way. So if you do nothing else in exercise, just get up, get your body moving. When you wake up in the morning or the middle of the day, just move in a bunch of different directions. Okay, so what you're going to do is just come into like a little bit of a rotation side to side. Just let your arms kind of swing naturally around your side. And just let your torso and your belly twist a little bit. And it just feels good, right? Yeah. Here's the thing. Your body is designed to move. The human being, and relax, go ahead and have a seat. Thank you for entertaining me and being such good sports. So here's the deal. The human body is designed for work. You are built physiologically like an engine that is designed to really be used. Everything in your body, your mind, your spirit, your muscles, your hormones, your body chemistry, all gets fine-tuned and optimized when you really get this engine revving. And that is why exercise is so critical to your health. It's not just about being buff and fit anymore. There's been such a long dialogue in the fitness industry about fitness getting you into your skinny jeans or getting you ripped abs or getting you buff arms, right? But the truth is, that's really the last reason to be doing it. It does so much for your health, your spirit, your self-empowerment, your determination, your mental acuity, your ability to remember things, cognitive function. It's so important. So what we're going to talk about today is some of those very specific reasons why strength training is so important to you. In particular for women, even more so than men. We've got some men in here, and it is important, but it's particularly important for women because we're not built with an inherent system of strength, right? Because of estrogen, that chemically makes us physically weaker. We legitimately are. And therefore, we need strength training even more so going forward in life to keep the body youthful and vital. So I'm going to talk about why it's so critical to your health, and then I'm going to give you a few pointers on how to do it, because there's so many confusing parts about strength training, and most people know you need to be strength training, right? Have you heard that message? Raise your hand if you have. You believe you should be strength training. Awesome. Now, on the other hand, how many of you are currently strength training? Yay! That's about 50%. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. So the others who said you knew you should be strength training, but you didn't raise your other hand, what are one or two of the things that are kind of limiting you from actually strength training? Does anybody feel comfortable just kind of shouting out? What keeps you from strength training? Not knowing how. Awesome. I bet time is one of them. Time and energy, right? Injury, really good. Okay, so here's the thing. I know there are a lot of fitness experts out there like myself. I have a degree in exercise physiology and nutrition, so I actually have more of a medical background than most just fitness instructor types. And I know that many of us kind of have the next greatest thing on the horizon. And falling in line with the rest of my people ahead of me, I believe I have the next big thing on the horizon, and that is strength training is absolutely, truly the panacea for all of these issues. We have so much research and science to prove what I'm going to tell you today. This is not my opinion. This is science. This has been proven over and over and over and over that strength training can help prevent injuries. It can help bring you back from injuries. Strength training will give you the energy that you don't have right now. Strength training does so much for your health and your youthfulness and your vitality that it remedies so many issues that a lot of you may not even know are kind of lurking in your health. And as soon as you get your system stronger, you say, I had no idea. It was related to the chemical relationship of strength training to your body, okay? The more muscle mass and the more active your muscle mass is, the stronger your immune system, your hormones, all of your body chemistry that really affects other indicators of your health. We now have proof that strength training is effective in fighting the battle against diabetes, age-related weight gain, stroke, heart disease, and all of those other age-related injuries and aches and pains. We have tons of proof for this. So it really is one of the best things that you can be doing to protect your health, but also to give you this kind of yay me attitude in life so that you really feel awesome in life and you feel good. Because when it comes down to it, it's about the quality of your life, right? It's going through your day, today and tomorrow and the next day would be a whole lot more fun if you just felt awesome, right? And you had that energy. And that's one big reason why strength training is so important. So let's get into it. What do we got here? Okay, so a lot of people think, when Halloween comes around, we always see those Halloween skeletons that hang in the window, right? So for many years of my life, I always believed that it was our skeleton, our bones, that held us up in place. Who believes that? Or if you stop and think about it for a second, that makes sense, right? The truth is your bones don't hold you up. Your muscles hold your bones up, okay? So we're all fighting gravity below us. Your muscles are what keep you upright. That's what keeps you up here and keeps your bones in alignment. Who has arthritis? Awesome. Arthritis is simply a swelling at the bone ends. One of the big, powerful things you can do to remedy and prevent that is get all those muscles strong that are bringing those bones together, the thigh bone and the lower bone. If your muscles help them to integrate better, it is massive relief on all of your joints because it's your muscles that put those bones together where they're supposed to be. And if those muscles aren't balanced, if one is stronger, if one is very weak, you end up imbalanced, okay? A lot of women, we are built different than men. I know you know that, but we legitimately are. Our muscle tissue under a microscope looks just like a man's tissue, but the way it holds our body into position is totally different. One of those ways is that your pelvis at birth is naturally rotated forward slightly. It's for childbearing. What happens in a woman's body over the years when you're resisting gravity, this gets exaggerated, okay? So what happens is these muscles get weak, these muscles get stronger and tight, and it just gets worse and worse over time. The remedy to that is to get this muscle stronger, get that muscle stronger, so that you're upright, okay? And that's a really common issue that a lot of women are dealing with. When the pelvis rotates forward, we get overcompensation of this muscle. It affects the patella and the knee, and you get arthritis in your knee. When it's not just arthritis in your knee, but if you can get these stronger and get this all back into place and have good posture, that's the strength of your muscles. So a lot of the aches and pains and the whole operating system of your body comes back to the relationship between your pushing and your pulling muscles, your front and your back. Your front and your back. Your pushing and your pulling muscles. Your pushing muscles, okay? And that's why it's so critical for your energy, but also to prevent and also resolve injuries, okay? How many of you have aches and pains in general that aren't exactly injuries? Most of us, right? Most of us. I have several clients that are in their 30s that have aches and pains. It's common. Now, some of you have legitimate injuries from the past, and I'm not saying that strength training is going to fix all your problems, but pretty close. It'll get you there. It's done wonders for me and my clients. So a lot of those aches and pains can be remedied by getting all these muscles strong and back in place so that they hold your bones back in place. Make sense? So women are born with 1/10 of the testosterone as men, okay? Testosterone is the youth serum. I would do anything to be able to get some testosterone into my body. I'm not going to do anything illegal. I'm not going to be putting any syringes in my body. But if it was healthy and it came in the form of broccoli, I'd be really happy if I could get me some more testosterone. And you should all agree with me because testosterone is the amazing hormone that makes men strong. And it makes it so that yeah, maybe they gain 20 pounds, and as soon as they start a teeny tiny exercise program, they're back to being like Superman again, right? Men can always get fit faster. They tend to have lower body fat. They're stronger. They tend to have better energy than women. A lot of that is simply because of testosterone. Now, women, you do have some testosterone in you. It's 1/10 of a man's, and throughout life changes, that number goes down. We want to keep that number up because it is what keeps you youthful, energetic. It's what keeps your muscle powerful, okay? Powerful muscle means faster metabolism, stronger system, and less body fat, okay? So strength training helps to balance out your natural floating hormones. Every single person in this room has different levels of hormones going on at this very minute. In fact, women, your hormones change every hour. They change if you had some caffeine. They change depending on what you had for breakfast. They change based on how you slept last night. One of the ways to keep your hormones at your best levels is to strength train to keep that muscle mass up so that you can hold on to the testosterone that you do have. You want it. Don't worry about getting big, strong muscles and looking like a guy and all hulked out from lifting weights. I promise pretty much every single one of you it's not going to happen to. I follow a bodybuilder's program. I lift weights like a guy. All of my guys at my gym call me man strong because I can bench press and squat more than most of the guys in my gym. And I don't look like a guy, right? In fact, you might not even know that I strength train. So you don't have to worry too much about getting all bulked up. you want some of that testosterone. You want as much of that muscle as you can possibly get. Trust me, I promise. A lot of women these days tend to have a strong relationship with carbohydrates, right? Do you guys have a strong relationship with carbohydrates? Right? We love them. Oh my gosh, the reaction I have to donuts some days is hilarious. Like, it's the most exciting thing in the world. Most women have that. You might not be a donut person, you might be a pasta person or a chip person, but most of us love our carbohydrates, right? Carbohydrates improve, well, I should say increase the feel-good hormones in your body, okay? They make you feel good. So there is a chemical reaction when you eat carbohydrates. It boosts the serotonin that get pushed out from your brain, and it makes you feel good, and that's one of the reasons why we like them. Our body is in response to them. That's okay, and that's a lovely thing because we all love our favorite foods, but you want to keep it in check where it is, I love pasta, I really like my pasta, as opposed to, I need pasta, I'm craving, and I truly strongly have a craving for it. There's a difference there, okay? By saying, yeah, these days I can walk by a donut if I'm not really in the mood, whereas 20 years ago, I could not walk out of this room if there was a donut in here. I'd have to eat it. And there's a difference there. It's the difference between having a preference and having a need and a craving. One of the best ways to get that in check, where it's a preference, is through strength training. The reason is, again, it helps to improve your muscle mass and your muscle energy to help get the hormones balanced so that you don't have so much of a reaction to carbohydrates. So your body will tolerate carbohydrates better so that it won't be that craving, I need to have that sugar, I need to have that candy, or whatever your carbohydrate thing may be. It lessens the craving so that you can kind of just keep it in check. And that is key to managing body fat levels and weight gain as we get older. There is a very critical relationship between how your body processes carbohydrates and your body fat level. When your blood sugar and your carbohydrates are imbalanced, there's a higher propensity to put body fat on in the belly, okay? Now, I know some of us are interested in losing weight, looking better, fitting into our skinny jeans, right? We're women, we like to look nice. That's part of our DNA. That's what makes us feel pretty and fun, right? So that's great, but there are also health reasons why it's important to keep your body fat and your belly fat under control. So one part of it is you want to look good, but part of it is also it's really critical to your health as you age. Unstable blood sugar now means severe unstable blood sugar later, which means a higher inclination for diabetes or Syndrome X. Have you guys heard of Syndrome X? Syndrome X is a collection of symptoms that look like diabetes, but they're not quite full-on diabetes. Syndrome X is unstable blood sugar, hypoglycemic reaction to food. So you eat food and an hour later, your energy bottoms out and you feel hungry again. That's a blood sugar relationship. And there's several of these symptoms that are a part of the Syndrome X that you might have if you're 20 or 30. And if it's not kept in check, it's going to get even worse as you get older, okay? So I could talk forever. I was always the kid in 6th grade. This is funny. I always got in trouble for talking. Always. I love to talk to people. And my 6th grade teacher just got so mad at me. Oh, I was like the problem kid for talking. And all these years later, he now follows me on Facebook. And here I am, still as talkative. And I was like, you know, it ended up being my best quality in helping people, the fact that I'm so talkative. So I'm glad he didn't win and take that out of me. Anyway, that being said, I need to move on. So I already touched on the risk of injury, okay? I think you got that part. In addition to that, many women are concerned about the risk of osteoporosis. Some of you may have it in your family. That's your bone health, okay? So just like I was talking about before, as we get older and those muscles get weakened, those bones get in misalignment, and that starts to affect the spinal column, the alignment, but also the bone density. There's a huge correlation between strength training and bone density. The way that your bone cells work, this is super cool. I think this is the coolest thing. Your bone cells grow and get stronger when they get tugged against. So trauma against the bone is what inspires your bones to get stronger. So jogging, right? I'm not telling you to go jogging, but jogging, you can imagine that there's some tugging on your bones, right? That's one of the best ways to keep your bones strong. Don't everybody go jogging. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just using it as an example. But strength training is bringing force, tugging and pulling on the bone, and that stimulates the bone to get stronger. So simply by going, ooh, that's a little heavy, ooh, that's kind of hard, all those bone cells are going, yeah, and they're having a party and they're getting stronger. That applies to your spine, your pelvis, your knees, your shoulders, your elbows, every joint in your body, okay? And that's a big, big valuable way to fight osteoporosis and ward it off as much as you can, as well as a healthy diet, of course. And then last, I already mentioned this as well. This is not my opinion. There's bazillions of studies to support that strength training is one of the best ways to help the battle in these diseases. And those diseases affect so many of us these days. So when it comes to weight loss, how many women would like to lose some weight? Okay, that's about 90% of the room, right? Gosh, man. I'll tell you what, strength training is going to make your battle a whole lot easier. Well, we won't go down that just yet. But here's the thing. If I went like that and waved my magic wand to you guys, and you were all a size 6, but you weighed 300 pounds, you'd be happy, right? It's the size 6 you want, not the scale number, correct? Right? Right? Or size 4, or size 8, whatever that size is, however you want to lose weight. You want to be smaller, correct? But the truth is you don't care what the number is on the scale. You just want to be smaller and tighter and fit, irrespective of that weight. That's what strength training does. Strength training improves your muscle, which is smaller than body fat, okay? I weigh about 8 pounds more today than I did 8 years ago, but my jeans are big on me. Catch that? I weigh 10 pounds more, 8 to 10 pounds, but my jeans are too big on me. That's because the muscle is smaller and it burns off the body fat around it, okay? We want to be smaller, but weight loss in the absence of strength training just makes your muscle and your body fat smaller. So you still have a high body fat, okay, which contributes to those diseases that were up here before, but you want to be smaller with less body fat so that you're stronger and fitter and you have all of those other health benefits. And that is what strength training does. It's the only way that you can truly create the shape in the body that you want. Most women have problem areas, right? So mine's here in my triceps. Some people have it here. Some people it's their thighs, whatever. Every woman has a different area. And the best way to truly resculpt, rebuild, reshape, just like an artist with an empty palette, you can build the body that you want from a visual perspective as well as from a functioning perspective, if you're an athlete, through strength training. Because you can increase the size of your booty if that's what you want, or the size of your hamstrings if that's what you want, or the size of your shoulders so that your arms look nicer. And strength training will do that. No other form of exercise will do that because you don't have a tool like a paintbrush to build those muscles where you want them. Make sense? Awesome. And ultimately what it comes down to is, yes, all of these things are important and valuable, but I think, what most women want is they want to be a smoking hot magnet with an exceptional quality of life. Doesn't that sound good? To be awesome and to feel good and to feel sexy and feel energetic and have an awesome life. That's what life is about, and that's what I want for you. That's what I want for all women, and that's probably what you want for you, is to just be like, yay me, I'm awesome. There's something about strength training in women, as I said at the start of the conversation. We're not born strong. A few of us are, but we're not born physically strong. Something really special happens to your spirit when all of a sudden you pick up your groceries and they're light, okay? Or you pick up your kid and you feel so strong. Or you climb a flight of stairs and it's a piece of cake. Something really happens inside to your spirit, to your self-empowerment, to your self-esteem, to your drive, to your direction, to your stick-to-itness in life, to your resolve, to your resilience. That all gets powerfully inspired through feeling stronger, okay? And that's not just about fitting into your skinny jeans. Yeah, you'll feel like a sexy hot magnet with skinny jeans, but you're gonna feel so much better about your life in general if you feel strong. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Really, we all human beings, men and women, we're really designed to be here and to be active and contribute to the world and contribute to life and be a big spirit and feel great. And that's what life is about. So being healthy, whether it's your sleep, your diet, your exercise, your stress level, all of those things are really going to contribute to you having this sense of, I am here and yay me and I'm going to contribute to life. Awesome. So just briefly, any questions before I move on to, okay, so how do I strength train? Now that I got you talked into it and you love the idea, how do I do it? That's going to be the next part of the conversation. Any questions so far? Yes? Yes. Anything else? Yes. How much? Okay. I'll touch on that in a moment. If I don't get clear enough for you, just flag me. I'll see you. Okay? Yes. Yeah. So I don't want to get into it too much because it can be highly technical and scientific, and I don't want to bore you, but here's what it is at the base of it. When you improve the metabolism and the strength and the involvement of a muscle, of all your muscles, that puts your estrogen in check and as a relationship brings your testosterone up. There is some research that says strength training actually brings up your testosterone to your optimal level. There is some research that says it works by the relationship. So let's say your estrogen is really high. If your body fat is higher, your estrogen is high. It's just a direct correlation. So here's, let's say, your natural level of testosterone. If your estrogen is way up here, the relationship is not great. If we can bring your estrogen down, that brings your testosterone up, right? Does that make sense? So I believe that the strength training actually brings your testosterone up. The research that I've read says, yes, it brings it up, but yes, it also makes the relationship bigger. And even little fractions of a shift make a big difference in your health. Huge difference, okay? I'm gonna move on, and also at the end of our conversation, I'm gonna open it up for more questions too. Yes? Okay. Okay. It could be, absolutely. It absolutely could be. Do you strength train currently? Do you strength train now? You do. It's also possible, I'm not a medical doctor and I don't know your particular physiology. For a lot of women, when you start strength training and you start to bring that muscle mass up, it brings your body temperature up. I used to be freezing all the time. Now I sweat like crazy at night because my metabolism and my body core temperature is higher because of the strength. So that could be, okay? I want to jump into strength training how, because everybody is like, well, how does it happen, all right? So you have the major muscle groups of your body, your legs, your back, your chest, your shoulders, your arms. Those are the major muscle groups of your body. They all need to be addressed each week. Move every part, every way, every day, okay? That's at a basis. I want you to be hitting all those major muscle groups twice a week, okay? So at a basis, write that down and remember that, because that can be broken out however you want. If one day you want to do biceps, and then you do that again later in the week, you hit your biceps twice, as long as all your major muscle groups get hit twice each week with strength training, okay? How much? 20 to 30 minutes per session is about the bare minimum, but it's enough to give you a lot of benefits. So if you were to go into the gym or your home gym and do all your major body parts for 20 to 30 minutes twice a week, good to go, okay? So a full body workout should take you 20 to 30 minutes. as long as you're touching on all those major body parts. A good place to begin, this is important, is 3 sets for each major body part. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3 is 15 sets in total, okay? 3 sets per major body part. 12 repetitions for women is a good place to start for strength building, for strength, okay? You could go 10, you could go 15, but 12 is the sweet spot because I want you stronger. Here's the important thing, okay? Listen to this part because it's really critical. And I don't know if I put it, I did not. Okay, so I just released my first book. It's called Lift to Get Lean. I don't have it here because my publisher couldn't get me copies soon enough. We just released it 2 weeks ago. You can get it everywhere, bookstore, online. I am going to give you guys a coupon code at the end of the session today. If you want to buy it from me on my website, I'll give you 50% off because I meant to have it here for you today, and I feel terrible that I don't. So I'll give you a coupon code. If you want to order it from me, you'll get a bigger discount than you would someplace else because it'll be 50% off. The reason I say that is my book gets into this more in depth, but what I want to say right now, this is critical for strength training. You don't want to just pick up a set of weights and do 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. The quality of those 12 reps is critical. The first 10 reps, the first 10 repetitions, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, should be moderately comfortable, challenging. The last 2 repetitions have to be challenging. You have to go, whoa, I don't know if I can do 2 more repetitions. Oh, yep, I did, okay? You have to. Otherwise, the weight is not heavy enough to create a stimulus. So when the next, I know you're all saying, well, how much weight do I use? That depends on you. The last 2 repetitions have to be challenging. If they're not, you need more weight. If the first 5 repetitions are like, holy cow, this is hard, it's too heavy. That makes sense, right? So just remember that. You're aiming for 12, but the last 2 repetitions have to put the work into workout. You have to go, whoa, now that's a workout. Whoa, I'm a little tired now, okay? And you do that for every single set. So you do your first set of legs, 12 repetitions, whatever the weight is, it doesn't matter. The last 2 repetitions, whoa, that's heavy. All 3 sets. You move on to back. All 3 sets, last 2 repetitions, whoa, that's heavy. Okay? And you might find that your weights go up and down on different days. You just kind of play with it. It's a little trial and error in the beginning to figure it out. Yes? Yep. Yep. Oh, okay. That's a different style of strength training.
Did everybody hear that question?
Thank you. Thank you, yeah. Yep, thank you, sorry. So her question is, she is using weight machines, not dumbbells. Any resistance is resistance. It could be a band, it could be your own body weight. Any resistance is resistance and works. She's using machines and she asked, but I'm only doing 1 repetition. So you're literally just going 1, done? Really super slow. Got it. Got it. Okay, great. That's okay. That's totally fine. She's doing 1 set of 10 repetitions. You're going to get more thorough training if you get 3 sets per body part, okay? But if you feel thoroughly exhausted after 1 set, it could be enough. 3 sets per muscle group. Great. Now here, they might have you do 3 different leg exercises though. So that would be 1 set of 3 different leg exercises. It's still your 3 set. It's possible. You could do 3 different back exercises and that's your 3 sets, okay? So how? Yes, I'm a big, sorry. I talk with my hands so much. I'm a big fan of supporting women to get into a gym because that's gonna give you all of the tools that you need to play with. That's gonna give you all the different brush sizes to paint your picture, okay? So in my book, Lift to Get Lean, I really do want you to get into the gym, and so I designed it for the gym because that's what I believe is gonna help you the most. That being said, I know that might not be realistic for some people. There are other ways of doing it. Yes, you can do it at home. You can use dumbbells and you can use bands at home. There are DVDs that you can use at home. I also have a DVD called Slim, Sexy, Strong, which is a really cool strength training DVD where you can mix and match the segments. So you basically get 64 different workouts in 1 DVD. Super helpful. I meant to have those here today, and I don't. So that is also going to be 50% off to you on my website if you're interested. Not that I'm trying to push it, but these are tools that, you know, people are like, well, what are the resources I can have? So I just wanted to give you guys a big discount if you need a resource. That being said, You can go online too. I'm not the only fitness expert out there, okay? I believe I found a system that works really well for women. I focus on women, but there's lots of resources. So just look around, ask around, get online, and you can get all the information you need if you need to do it at home or if you need to do it at a gym, okay? A class, and you can also go to a gym, you know, and check in with one of the instructors that works there, right? And just ask around and just kind of start to learn that new language. Put some time into the learning. Don't get intimidated because you don't know, right? Someone said, I don't know how, right? Don't avoid it because you don't know how. It's much easier than you think. Anything is better than nothing, and there are tons of resources out there to get you started. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I'm still learning, okay? I'm still learning. Anything is better than nothing. Absolutely. Listen, anything is better than nothing. So if the rest of you didn't hear the full question, she heard on CBS News that if you're sitting at night and you're watching your favorite television show and you've got 2 cans of soup, if you're just kind of using your arms and moving them during your commercial break or while you're watching a movie, is that going to tighten up the arms? Absolutely. Anything is better than nothing. If that's what you will do, do it. But you're probably going to get strong pretty quickly, and you're going to have to go get those big size cans. You're going to have to get pounder-sized beer cans, maybe. I don't know. But you're going to have to get slightly heavier. But yes, if that's what you'll do, do it. It will help. You might have to do a little bit of cardio also to bring the body fat down too, because this area is tricky. But any kind of arm movement you want to do with it, do lots of different arm movements, and it will help for sure. There's one up here. I don't know, are we? Yes. Oh, that's such a... Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. And is it always that way? Mostly. And have you had any shoulder injuries? Injuries, no. So this is a great question, and it's so hard to give me a cut and dry answer. It's really hard. There is discomfort that comes from using your body. I try to delineate and say discomfort versus pain, okay? If I go to the gym and I really work super hard, I'm gonna be uncomfortable the next day. I'm gonna be feeling it. If it goes away in 1 to 2 days, it's generally okay, all right? But there's a difference between discomfort and being uncomfortable and pain. If you feel definitively it's pain, I would say check with your doctor or a physical therapist. If it's uncomfortable for a day or two, physical therapists that I work with say it's generally okay. You also want to differentiate between, is it the muscle I'm feeling or is it the joint that I'm feeling, okay? That all being said, a commitment to excellent technique in your movements is critical. Make sure that you're moving the way that you're supposed to be moving. That's going to require some research online, okay? And trial and error. Start with lighter weights to make sure that you're just not lifting too heavy, okay? Only the last 2 reps should be challenging. What's next? Yep. Yes. Yeah, we've got a few minutes for questions if you guys want to ask them. I love questions. Yes. Yep. Yep. Sounds like you're doing good to me. Well, you might not be missing anything. It sounds like you're getting all of it. Yep, I think you're doing great. So the cardio part would be your bike, your treadmill. Cardio is walking, swimming, biking. Anything that's redundant for more than 10 or 15 minutes is cardio. It gets your heart rate up, and you do it in a sustained manner for a period of time. It sounds like, I mean, you sound like a very... No, you don't. No. I mean, if you want to, you can, but It sounds like you're doing really well. You've got a well-rounded program. Yeah. Other questions? Awesome. I love this. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Underneath the body fat that is here is muscle, your abdominal muscles, okay? They need to be strong to support your spine. It's critical to have strong abdominal muscles. There are a bazillion ab exercises. They are all valuable, all of them. Here's what I said, like I said earlier. All of the exercises out there, assuming you're not going to hurt yourself or do something really silly, you know, a traditional exercise, all of them are effective if you're doing them the right way, okay? It's about the quality of the repetitions, not the exercise. So first and foremost, make sure they're strong by doing some ab strengthening exercises of choice. Whatever you'll do, whatever you like, do that. That being said, when the muscles are strong, flattening the belly really comes down to reducing body fat, unfortunately. So abs, there's a saying in the fitness industry that abs, chiseled abs, are built in the kitchen, not in the gym. And it's really true, particularly for your midsection. So your diet has to be clean, lean proteins, fruits and vegetables, healthy fats. The trifecta for abs, because everybody wants ripped abs, the trifecta is strength training first. As always, get your muscle metabolism powerful. Once that's in place, make sure you're doing some cardio because that will burn off the body fat, and diet. That's the trifecta for a six-pack ab. They all have to be there. It's not one particular exercise. The truth is, I've gotten my midsection very lean just through strength training. Now that it's there, I don't even do ab exercises anymore because I do it through the cardio, and my strength training is what really gets my core strong. That was a question for a flat stomach, yes. When it comes to cardio and different machines, and that's called a mode of exercise, mix it up. Your body loves variety. They're all great. If you're getting your heart rate up and you feel good and you're doing something in a sustained, whether it's the elliptical, the bike, the treadmill, swimming, walking, dancing, running, mix them all up, do a little bit of all of them. They're all valuable. Here's the deal. As long as your heart rate stays the same on all of those different modes, you're burning the same amount of calories. You know, a lot of people say the treadmill burns more than the elliptical. It comes down to where your heart rate is. If your heart rate is at 130 on the elliptical and it's 130 on the treadmill, you're basically burning the same calories. It's an incremental difference, okay? So as long as the heart rate's the same, because that's what determines how many calories you're burning. Does that answer your question? Okay, great. One more? Yeah. Yes, guys. Okay, so yeah. Okay, perfect. So here's the deal. I am here for the rest of the day. Please come chat with me. I already told you I was the one that got in trouble for talking too much in 6th grade, and I will do that for the rest of the day. You can also reach out to me through one of these places. I'm not just trying to sell my book or my DVDs, but these are resources based on my method. I will be giving you 50% off Lift to Get Lean and Slim Sexy Strong. You have to go to my website and give me a day or so to get that coupon up because I just dreamed that up earlier. Okay, so okay.
It's hollyperkins.com.
Thank you.
Have the brochure where you see Holly's bio in the brochure that you got with the schedule and all. Your hollyperkins.com is on there.
Yep. Google my name. Then listen up. The coupon code is Kingston, all lowercase. That's going to give you 50% off my book, my DVD. Just give me till tomorrow to get it up there. 50% off Kingston, all lowercase, because that's easy to remember, right?
Yes, that's very easy. So please give me the code.
But I'll be here. Feel free to email me, reach out, follow me on Facebook. If you sign up for my newsletter, I'll be able to send you lots of good videos on technique and all of the details that you might still have some questions about.
All right,
Yeah? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for all the questions.
Are you going to be here?
I'm here all day.